thank you for coming, because I know Shannon usually does an intro. But thank you for being here, because it means so much to us that you are here today. Because without you, we can't do our jobs as well as we can, because if we don't have your support, then they come to school and they're in a bad mood too, because mom don't care about school, and I don't care about school. So it all starts with you and your attitude towards us, and we really appreciate you being here. So we're going to start with first grade. In your packet, you have a list of all of the standards we're going to cover for the third 9 weeks. There's a lot. For math and reading, in one lesson, we'll hit 10 or 12 standards just in our questioning and our tasks that we do for the day. So we do a lot within that one lesson. Even though we're targeting specific skills on that day, we still pull in lots of standards. So that's why there are so many. We don't just pick one and say, oh, this is what we're doing today. It's kind of revolving. We go back and forth to them all year. We do have some new ones that we're going to focus on, but we wanted to give you some information about some that we are specifically targeting all throughout the year, and kind of give you some examples of what that looks like at home. So if you'll click on your packet at the top, there are 2 websites, they're links. The first one is a YouTube link to Great Schools. You can also go to greatschools.org, and all these videos are available. So if you have a first grader, we're going to show you first grade videos, but you can get any grade level. If you have a kindergartner also, or if you have a third grader, you can go on there and look at these too. But if you'll click that. So this is kind of what it will look like whenever you pull it up.
Can your first grader add and subtract numbers between 1 and 10 in their head? It may seem like they're too busy losing teeth to do anything else, but in first grade, kids are learning to add and subtract numbers within 10. At the start of the year, they may count on their fingers.
4 plus 3 is 7.
But before you know it, they'll get the hang of it. By the end of the year, they'll know how to add and subtract up to 10 off the top of their head.
Tell me what they equal as quickly as you can.
7, 9,
And then I want you to subtract.
6,
Tell me how many more you need to get to 10.
8, 7.
So how do you know your child's on track? By the end of the year, first graders can add and subtract numbers within 10 quickly and easily from memory.
So it kind of gives you what our goal is by the end of the year, and give you an idea, was my child doing it right? What can I do at home? There's lots of activities that these videos will show you that you can do at home. So knowing those math facts is very, very important. They're starting that in kindergarten, but first grade we really push them to do that. And Clarissa she'll be explaining the Big Brains program that we have, and how awesome that is, and how much the kids love doing that, and that will help that math fluency as well. Another standard we focus on is our 10s and 1s. Knowing if you have the number 25, that the 2 in the tens place is more than 2. It's actually 20. So we really focus on them understanding the relationships of each digit in a 2-digit number. So here's another video.
They might be small, but first graders can get some big concepts. Throughout first grade, they will come to understand that 2-digit numbers represent amounts of 10s and 1s. They might start the year asking questions like,
What's a digit?
but eventually understanding and then explaining, 2-digit numbers will become second nature.
Is this 3 worth the same as that 3?
Because 3 1 is only 3, and 3 10 is 30.
There are many ways kids can show their understanding of 2-digit numbers.
Which one is not?
94 is more than 9 1s plus 4 10. Because 94 is a really big number, and by putting it backwards, it's just 49. And 49 is way smaller than 94.
So how do you know your child's on track? By the end of the year, a first grader understands that 2-digit numbers represent amounts of 10s and 1s.
So even as a parent, this is helpful for me and my kids. And even as a teacher, we can kind of go and say, okay, the standard says this. What's another way that we can help them in the classroom too? So just like math, all the math standards you can look up on there. And we've got some reading ones as well. There is one on reading strategies, and if you came to our last sneak peek, we gave you a bookmark that had all the reading strategies listed on there. You can use those. I have a couple of extras if you would like one, but that kind of explains that. The reading comprehension, last 9 weeks we really focused on fluency and then reading quickly, because the more fluent they are, the better they comprehend the story. Because if they're struggling with the words, it hinders their comprehension. If they are trying to sound out words just to make sense of the word, it's hard for them to understand the whole story. But if they can read fluently, the dog ran after the ball, they can visualize that while they're reading the words. So the better their fluency is, the better their comprehension will be. So that's a video on that too. But all of these videos are on that Great School's website. So this is another one. So this is kind of where we were the last 9 weeks, and we're moving forward. So we're working on that fluency and then reading really quickly. And if you'll push the fluency.
What does a fluent first grade reader look like? At this age, fluency means reading the words and punctuation more smoothly and at a natural speed. It should sound more like normal speech, normal first grade speech, with a few pauses and not too fast.
George Washington Carver was smart and he was kind. He used what he learned to help people have better lives. The mice are not always safe at night. The owl's big round eyes can see even small mice in the dark.
A long time ago, there was up and about all year long, and the other animals were not too happy about it.
But remember, understanding matters.
This is where it moves
So,
into that
after reading, check that they understand.
Can you show me where the problem is?
The bear keeps knocking over Mouse's house.
So what to look for by the end of the year? Well, come summer, first graders can read words correctly and somewhat smoothly, and they can read at a natural speed, which means not too fast to get in the way of understanding.
And your fluency is reading like you're talking. You know, we don't talk like robots. We talk to each other and have a conversation. That's how we want them to read books. Now, the great thing about this greatschools.org is that they also have these available in Spanish. So you can watch them in Spanish as well. But yeah, they go through YouTube. You can look them up on YouTube, or you can go to greatschools.org and pull them up. You can play that.
She wants you to play it, yeah.
¿Puede su niño leer con fluidez en primer grado? A esta edad, fluidez significa leer las palabras y puntuación más suavemente y a una velocidad natural. Debe sonar más como el habla normal de un niño de primer grado, con un par de pausas y no demasiado rápido.
George Washington Carver was smart and he was kind. He used what he learned to help people have better lives. The mice are not always safe at night. The owl's big round eyes can see even small mice in the dark.
A long time ago, there was up and about all year long, and the other animals were not too happy about it.
Pero recuerde, la comprensión es clave. Así que después de leer, hay que comprobar que ellos entienden.
Can you show me where the problem is?
The bear keeps knocking over Mouse's house.
¿Cuáles son las metas para final del año escolar? Al llegar el verano, los niños de primer grado deben poder leer las palabras correctamente y sin problemas, leer a una velocidad natural, no demasiado rápido para interferir con la comprensión.
So you can see how that would benefit you as a parent to know exactly what they're expected to do in the classroom with each of those standards. The second link on your packet is parenttoolkit.com. And basically what it does, you go to first grade, and then it gives you the benchmarks, and you just scroll through. Just hit the.
Absolutely. It's off a little bit.
Hold on.
Oh, you're doing it with the pen? Okay, if the pen was working.
It's in the middle of the screen.
Oh, you didn't play it.
All right. So if you'll click the next screen. So you can scroll through the math and the English language arts. It also has like personal things or personal characteristics that will help them be better learners as well. But some of them have examples. So if you click the example button, you'll get something that looks like this. And last time we gave some math strategies out too. But like the counting on, if you have 6 plus 3, you start at 6 and you count 7, 8, 9. It kind of gives you an illustration what that might look like and how they process that. Making a 10, 8 plus 6, they break 6 into 2 and 4. So 8 plus 2 is 10, which is easier for them to do. And then that 4 they add on to the 10 to make 14. And then using related problems. So 6 plus 7, we know when they learn those fluency facts, doubles is one of those facts that they know really quickly. They'll look at that and automatically know, oh, I know 6 plus 6 is 12, and if I add one more, that would be 13. So it just kind of shows you different ways that they might think about that problem when they're learning. So those are 2 great websites as a parent that I would have loved to have when my kid was going to school, because your child comes home and they read to you and you have your child. We have, 21st graders, but you only have one. So you don't know, well, are they doing good? Are they doing bad? Are they supposed to be sounding out this word? Should they know this word? And this will kind of help you know exactly where we're going and what they're supposed to do by the end of the year. So we've given you a deck of cards, and the last thing in your packet is the blue pages. There's some card games you can play to help with those math facts. And so the first game is Give Me 10. You lay 12 cards flat on the table, and then you take turns. And so if you pull out the ace of 9, because ace is 1, 1 plus 9 equals 10, 3 and 7 equals 10, 5 and 5 is 10. So if they still have these cards, they can pull out the 6 and 4, which equals 10. You just take turns to see who can make the most out of 10. When you run out of combinations, then you lay out 12 more and just do it again. And you can do that with any amount. So you can say, play Give Me 10 or Give Me 7 or Give Me 5. If you have a kindergartner at home, their fluency is to 5. You can do that with smaller numbers too. So the second game is I Spy. You can do it in just a row of cards, or you can set the whole deck out. And Mom can say, I spy 2 cards with the sum of 17. So they look at the cards and they have to find 2 cards that are side by side that equal 17 or 16. Or you got this 10, 7. And then to get it even more harder, I spy 3 cards that equal 17. So they would pick the ace, the 9, and the 7. So you can do it lots of different ways. And if you have kindergarten, you can do this at home too. But those are just some quick things, some helpful tips. You've got the standards there. If you have any questions, definitely email your teacher, and we will be right there to answer your questions about that. But again, without you, it makes our job that much more difficult. And if we have your support, then it makes our job so much easier, and the kids love learning, and their learning always starts with you. So thanks for your time.